Welcome into this special overreaction Monday edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us. Checking in on my off day from lovely Los Angeles, California, the city of angels. There is my view, the palm trees, the beach behind me and all. Want to take a moment to catch up with y'all and discuss yesterday's win against the Panthers and where this Chiefs team is at this point right now. We'll dive into all of that coming up in just a matter of moments. Before we do, folks, I need a favor from you. I need you to subscribe to the Chiefs Report if you haven't already. We had a fantastic time on our watch party yesterday. We are bringing you daily news and rumors. We do our live shows, watch parties on game days, the latest happenings on your favorite team all year long right here on the Chiefs Report. If you missed out on our watch party yesterday, don't worry. You got to make sure and join us for our next watch party on the channel. And maybe just even as a thank you for me bringing you content, even on my off day, even when I'm in sunny Los Angeles, you can subscribe to the channel. That's the easiest thing you can do to support the work we're doing here. Subscribe now. Help us reach our next milestone, 63K subs, and you'll be glad you did. All right. So, the Chiefs, where they win over the Panthers yesterday, 30-27, 10-1. Get back on track after that win against Buffalo. Needed to make it happen. There's a few thoughts that I have for the folks out there on what we witnessed yesterday. And let me start with this. All right? There is a contingency of folks out there. I'm not going to name names. But there is a contingency of folks out there that seem to think that because the Chiefs win these close games against these marginal teams, we'll call them marginal teams in the NFL, that they're just not a very good football team, that they're lucky to be 10-1. Okay? So, here's what I want to counter with that, folks. There's a couple things that come to mind. For one, what we saw yesterday against Carolina, I think, was a good example of this for some of the teams Kansas City's faced this year. Chiefs went to the very end, right? 30-27. And the thing I saw from the Panthers yesterday, Bryce Young played one of the best games of his entire career, right? The offense was clicking like we haven't seen all season. And for me, when you take on teams like Carolina and some of these others, you are going to get their best effort. This is their Super Bowl. The Chiefs are going to get everyone's best. The Panthers aren't going to get up for a game like, I don't know, let's say the Dallas Cowboys, for example, like they would the Kansas City Chiefs. It just doesn't have that same effect. And so, for me, when I sit here and I see people say, try to dog on the Chiefs and say, hey, they're not dominating the way they should and all this. Well, try being the Kansas City Chiefs every single week and walk a mile in their shoes of what they have to go through, of what they're getting out of these opponents they face week in and week out. That's the reality of this situation here. And credit where credit's due. Carolina came in, put their best foot forward. Still wasn't enough to win, obviously. But that's what the Chiefs are dealing with in this circumstance. And then the other end of this, for the folks that want to sit here and say that, it's not going to work out, it's going to catch up with this team, the Chiefs are really frauds and all this, let me say this to you. If it's not the Chiefs, who is it then? Right? Who is it then? Who is the next team then? Who is taking out the Kansas City Chiefs? Buffalo Bills, you can make a case because we did see the Bills beat the Chiefs a couple weeks ago, but playoff history tells me otherwise. It sure ain't the Pittsburgh Steelers. It isn't the Baltimore Ravens. It isn't the Houston Texans. It sure as hell is not the LA Chargers. So for that crowd, for those people that want to dog on this Chiefs team and say, they're just not that good, they're getting so lucky. I'm going to sit here and tell you, then who is it then? Because I don't see it. I think two things can be true. Are the Chiefs playing with fire? 8-0 in one-score games. Are there some games they should be blowing teams out that they aren't? Probably. But look, folks, not everything's about the odds that and the bets you put down in Vegas, okay? This is the National Football League. All right? Win is a win. It's okay. It's okay. Are they playing with fire? Yes. But the spin zone, I would say, as you head towards the home stretch of this season, look towards the playoffs, this Chiefs team knows how to win. They know how to find ways to get it done. They have the winning culture. You can't say that about everybody else as far as that goes. Let me ask you here on the Chiefs Report, our pinned comment today. Are the Chiefs still the best team in the AFC? I think they are. What do you guys think? Type Y for yes, in for no. Weigh in, let us know what you think. All right, folks, you may be wondering, why is Tyler Jones in the City of Angels in Los Angeles, California? Well, folks, I am in town for Monday Night Football tonight. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Chargers and Ravens tonight. I'm going to the game. It's going to be a fantastic time. Get to see Lamar and Justin Herbert square off. And so with that, on Prize Picks, I had to go with a Monday Night Football Prize Picks. Go with Lamar Jackson to have more than 237.5 passing yards. Go with Justin Herbert to have more than 257.5 passing yards. If I put $20 down and both these hit, it turns into $60 on Prize Picks. You can play along with me, prizepicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS. Whether you want to play their different categories in football with fantasy points or yardage or receptions, maybe it's rebounds or points in basketball, goals in hockey, all sorts of different categories to choose from. And they got a great deal they're offering. They will give you $50 to spend for free when you play $5. You don't even have to win to get the money, folks. It's simple as that. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. PrizePicks, proud partner of the Chiefs Report. Glad to have them on board on today's show. All right, let's shift gears now and talk about what's ahead for the Kansas City Chiefs. So you play the Raiders this week. And, you know, I don't think the Raiders are very good. The thing that's, you know, stands in their way is it is a short week. You're playing on a Friday, so you do have to adjust in that sense. And then, you know, you're going down the home stretch, and there's some weird shenanigans going on. You know, you got a Saturday game against Pittsburgh, or against Houston, rather. You got a Wednesday game against Pittsburgh. I mean, there's some stuff that's going to shuffle up over these next few weeks. But the main thing is just to stay the course, to just keep on keeping on. I don't care what it looks like. Just get the job done. And this Chiefs team, time and time again, finds ways to get it done. They're playing with fire, but they're making it work. And what I would end on this, folks, my reason for optimism and my confidence that I have displayed here today, that I would tell the folks out there, is that not only is it the history with the Chiefs, but even just look at where they're at health-wise here. Pacheco's coming back. Amineu's coming back. Hollywood's coming back for the postseason. Juju, we saw get a little more involved yesterday. Should see more of him in the coming weeks here. Their best football is in front of them. So don't let the haters and the losers and the naysayers and all this say, yeah, they're barely finding ways to win. Well, good teams find ways to win, and this team's best football is still in front of them going forward. So everybody, you're on notice. The time is ours, as Andy Reid would say. Let me ask you before we go here, folks, what is your biggest concern about the Kansas City Chiefs right now? What is it and why? Weigh in. Let me know what you think. I mentioned I'm going Chargers-Ravens tonight. I wish both teams could lose. Maybe we'll get a tie. But I have yet to see any Charger fans. They do not exist. You guys know this. I'm going to let them know what's up, though. Everyone out here in Los Angeles, This is Chiefs Kingdom territory right here. Go Chiefs! Go Chiefs! F the Chargers. You get the idea. Thanks for joining us. Back in studio later this week. Stay tuned for continuing coverage. I'm Tyler Jones. We'll see you next time.